up, everybody? Well, I got another small form factor PC gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're doing Liminal Salvation. And definitely gotta say, before we get started, it's a little weird not moving the musical computers around. We used to do the fire bat in here, and then I'd move the computers all around and go back to this one. Though I will say, it's pretty nice to not have to do that. I'm sure all the different peripherals enjoy not being plugged and unplugged 142 times a day. Not really that many times, but you know what I mean. It adds up quick. But still haven't had a problem with anything, so that's good. Either way, why don't we go ahead, hop onto the game, see what it can do. I don't know if this will be able to do no 4K Ultra. We'll try it, and if that don't work, we'll try high. And if none of that works, we'll try going down to 1440p. But for now, let's get into the game.
So, here's what we'll go with first. Unfortunately, we cannot handle that, so we'll go ahead and tone it down to epic, as you can see, and then tone it down one more time. And then bam, now we can actually get playable FPS, I believe, the whole time. But I think we'll try 1440p2 after this, because that's what we're going to be running that Alienware at, and I'd like to be able to compare the two, because I think they should be decently close. Well, alright, amazingly it did not fuck up and screw me over, so we'll get ourselves a little 1440p high as well. Sometimes this game loves to just mess up and start having unreal fatal errors, and there's nothing you can do about it as far as I can find. Maybe somebody has some insight. But tried reinstalling it, tried verifying the files. No matter what, I can't seem to get it to stop. Maybe there's some ini file you can mess with somewhere that I don't know about, but that's the only thing I can think of that I haven't tried. But either way, for now, let's go get ourselves some gameplay.
Well, alright, let's get some camera recorded gameplay. I'm just going to play with the controller. I mean, it feels weird, but at least it works. I'd rather do that than break my back trying to contort myself with a new keyboard and mouse. But this game seems to be more for keyboard and mouse. But you can use a controller too if you want. It just seems like certain things are better than others. This thing feels, kind of feels like it's native. Like it's supposed to have a controller. And maybe the game does have built-in controller support, but it keeps on telling me it doesn't. And then it uses keyboard and mouse or community controller. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm just having it emulate keyboard and mouse with a controller. And since it's not an online game, I shouldn't get banned for it like I did in PUBG with the allies. That's the only thing I can think of. Because I definitely don't cheat. Cheating is stupid. Especially in an online game. But even in a single player game, as far as I'm concerned, it just makes a hollow victory. If you can't win on your own merit, it's like, what the heck? You guys probably heard this a million times, but I still remember when I was a kid and I had to use power overwhelming to beat StarCraft. And then I won, but didn't feel like I won. It was a hollow victory. And after that, I just never really cheated again. I mean, little fun things like in GTA, when you beat it, you can do little hacks to give yourself unlimited ammo. So I did little things like that, obviously, but never really cheated myself invincible or anything like that in any games because that just takes all the fun out of it. Now this is the room I thought had no exit, but then there was one once you look hard enough. There it is. Glad this isn't an OLED. I'd be blinded right now. I mean, it's still pretty frickin' bright. Alright, so far this is as far as we've gotten on anything. But since I can't do settings in-game, I always have to Alt F4 out of the game to change them. But that's okay. That makes sure the game is absolutely, everything is cached in and everything. Some games you can tell it just does it, so some games I won't, but a lot of games I just do it. Got the Galaxy frickin' wallpaper going on here. Reminds me of a bowling alley. Well, not that thing, but just this shit. Like the floors. Alright, I guess down the triangle hallway we go. Digital arrest, okay. Huh. Alrighty. Okay, well at least they don't stare at you as you walk by. A lot of games love to do that.
Okie dokie. And alright, I think with that, we shall wrap up.
Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Liminal Salvation, and it seemed to run pretty decently at 4K high. As you saw in the settings menu, I proved Epic and Ultra just were not cutting it. But I also want to do 1440p, not only because, just in case there's way harder to run spots later in the game, but since we're going to do 1440p on that new computer I got, it's nice to have them be similar. Because that 4070 Ti Super and that 9070 should be relatively close in performance. I think some games will probably perform better on this one, and some will perform better on that. I mean, unless this thing's superior CPU really gives it that much more performance. And this thing should win in ray tracing situations too. But I just thought it'd be fun. But in any case, that's all for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.